Hello everyone, Amanda Fitzgerald here, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome. Well, that was some fun and games, as you always kind of hear when we go live. These card makers or anyone goes live, they always, we can always have these tech issues. So that one just cost me half an hour. Awesome. So shout out to Mandy that helped me along and got me back, but I did everything. So I'm not exactly sure what worked, but I have been mucking around with my Apple Watch. I thought I better start using my Apple Watch again, so whether or not it's upset my phone in some way, and I still haven't figured out the Apple Watch, to be honest, but let's just ignore all I things at the moment and get on with some card making, because that's what I wanted to do this afternoon. So welcome. Yeah, so usually I do go live on a Friday night, but last night my crafting night was even sadly put to an end because I ended up with a headache. Yeah, so I was crafting because I usually do I don't know, after the kids come home from school. Not that the kids were at school yesterday, but anyway, usually I get into my craft room on a Friday afternoon and I craft away and then come live at 8:30, but it was just all the back of my neck. So I'm thinking it'll be all right. I'm relaxing. I'm crafting. It'll get better. Yeah, thank you, Mandy. I did do it. I just, I don't know which one of those things worked. I didn't get as far as turning the phone on and off, but I think maybe closing everything down in the background might have worked, because like I say, playing with my Apple Watch, that might have been what's upset the phone. But yeah, so last night I was crafting and I kept thinking my headache will get better. I'm not working, I'm crafting, I'm relaxing, it'll go away. And yeah, by about 7:30 it hadn't gone away and I needed to lay down. So I went and laid down, and I woke up feeling fine, so that's all good. So I've had a good morning this morning and had some breakfast with the kids and did some shopping, and now it's my afternoon of craft, and then some games of Mario Kart tonight, Mario Kart challenge with the family, so that'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. So I think I saw Mandy. Hey, thank you, Mandy, for helping me. I think I saw Lisa jump on, and Martha. Hello, welcome. You found me. Wow, what an event. So I'm going to be crafting with So Refreshing today. Well, I'm starting with So Refreshing. I'm not sure where I'll go from there, because I've got some other things out as well. So yeah, I've got lots of different things out on my table. Actually, yesterday when before I started crafting yesterday, I thought I'm going to have to clean my craft room, because it was a little bit uninspiring. So I had to tidy up a little bit, and I found some other card stock from, actually these from when I presented. I was lucky enough to present at Onstage in Sydney to a whole lot of demonstrators, which was an awesome experience. But I found some extra things that I had lying around for them, so I thought I might even use those today. Who knows, I might use them on the live, but if not, I'm going to work them into a card. But I've got some card ideas which might work well with those. So yeah, so using the So Refreshing, but I also have to the side of here is the other one that works really well with this is the Sweet Citrus. And then the Sweet Citrus comes with our dies. So does the So Refreshing. But the Sweet Citrus comes with a hybrid embossing folder. I'm trying to remember what it's called. So that works really well all together. So really, really nice. And I need some... I need a birthday card. I'm just looking at my little list. I do need a birthday card, and I need some what we call stampiversaries too. So I have some stampiversary, which is some anniversaries of some crafters that have been on my team for more than a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it may be. So I always send them a card. I love to spoil my team. Yeah, so currently at the moment in July, great time to shop. We do have our bonus days promotion. So bonus days promotion is each time you spend $90, you get a $9 voucher emailed to you. So essentially it's like 10% off. Then that $9 voucher you can spend on free stuff. So deducted off an order that you place in August. So you'll have the whole of August to spend those vouchers. So if you spend $180, so it works in multiples of $90. So if you spend $180, then Stampin' Up will automatically send you 2 voucher codes, which is obviously $18. So a great time to shop if you have anything on your wish list that you'd like to get, because that is a great promotion. And then on top of that, because you are spending over $50, I also give all my customers who shop with me and spend over $50 a thank you gift, and everybody gets a thank you card as well. So that's pretty cool as well. So why not take advantage on all of that? If you don't have a current demonstrator and you would like me to help you out, I'd love to send you a catalogue. I have some of these catalogues ready to go. So if you would like a catalogue, let me know and I will get it out to you. No problems whatsoever. All right, let's get into crafting. Cool. Hang on a second. Now let's just hope that I don't, no, I shouldn't, it shouldn't stuff up now I've actually gone live. Oh man, honestly, this just, you know what, I'm not going to complain because it actually, I haven't had trouble for a long time, so it's not all that bad because it hasn't happened for a long time. All right, so I'll get this up on my iPad and then I can have a chat as well, because that was the whole thing I wanted to do. I thought I was crafting this afternoon because I didn't craft last night, and I thought, why not craft with you guys a little bit? So I have to be able to see what you're all saying. Okay, so hey, Gail. Hello, Gail. How are you? Oh, thank you, Mandy. Yeah, I hope I was extremely nervous, but I enjoyed it. I wish I could have honed in on the excitement more so than the nerves, but I really did. I enjoyed it. Yeah, and I think the actual. And you would think that I would remember the name of the name, and I should find it because they make a beautiful, the stamp set I actually presented with, which I will try and make another card with today. So this is the stamp set that I'm going to use mainly today, is the So Refreshing and the coordinating dies. I found some things out last night when I was playing with that one, and then I'm coordinating it with, or well, maybe gonna have a look at it with now my screen's blurry. We'll see how that goes. It's really shiny, isn't it? We'll turn that around a bit. The Sweet Citrus, so it actually I love this card there. Isn't that beautiful, that card? But this is the embossing folder I was talking about. So I actually put some of this. This is called White Center. It's actually well, I was playing with another card yesterday too, but I thought, oh, that might be really nice to emboss with that. So I stuck that in there and put that aside. I've got stuff happening everywhere here. It might be because I have so much. I'm usually crafting in the dark, so I'm not used to daylight coming through as well. Now let me see if I can find. I can't even think what it was called. I think it was started with a C actually. I think, hang on a minute. Country. Oh, I don't know what the stamp set was called. Anyway, I'll say hello to Deborah. How are you? Dimity, Patricia. Hail Gale sounds great. It does, doesn't it, a bit? Actually, it sounds all hail Gale. Yes. Reminds me of a show. I'm a little bit hooked because I have been hooked on a little bit of Netflix later. This is the actual stamp set here. Netflix, and I've been watching Manifest. I am hooked. And yeah, they talk about the Holy Grail all the time. So anyway, I don't know what that. Anyway, I don't because I'm hooked on it. So yeah, this one here, the Country Bouquet. That's the stamp set that I presented with, and that's the beautiful love heart that they're showing in that card there. So it's really pretty, that one, and it coordinates with a punch. Yeah, so there is a punch on page 148. This one here that it coordinates with. So it was really fun. And the products were just sent to me and I just had to figure out what to do with them. So I did not get to choose the products. But yeah, it was really fun, and also, like, obviously I'm one of the crafters that will sometimes, but if I'm a bit lost with something, I'll go to Pinterest. I no secrets there. I tell people to go to Pinterest all the time, but did not have that option when you got brand new product in your hands. So, all right, so let's get. So last night I was like I say, I was in my craft room and I was having a little go. So I actually used some of the Masterfully Made designer series paper. I don't know why it's probably my internet that's probably no great. Hopefully the picture's okay for you guys. The Masterfully Made designer series paper, and then I ripped that white center paper. So the white center paper is a new designer series, specialty paper that is that was part of the new well, it's not new anymore, but part of our annual catalogue. So I'll just, and there's actually quite a few interesting papers just on this page here on 127. But one of the sets here is number 2, the white center, 12 by 12. And when you rip it, it's actually white inside. So a lot of Stampin' Up's paper is, my internet's crappy, and you're not that far away from me, Lisa. So I was actually on the verge of ringing Telstra. Well, I am ringing Telstra on Monday because our internet is crap just lately. Yes, it is an awesome series, Mandy. I watched the entire thing. Yeah, I'm still kind of binging. Because I don't I don't find a lot of time, but I'm trying to watch as much as I can. My husband's the kind of person that'll jump in and watch it all in like really quickly. I take some time, but I'm really enjoying it. I love it. So I ripped that and just put that because I thought it kind of matched with that paper, and then and I don't know why I was doing that, and I thought, so out of the So Refreshing, I've actually got a lot of the dies in here, so I've been playing with this So Refreshing, and I've got lots of different things happening here, but one of them is this picnic blanket, the die. So I actually die cut that out of Very Vanilla actually, but I'm going to use a blending brush, and I'm going to actually blend that with some our Bubble Bath, our new Bubble Bath colour. So I don't really know what I'm doing today, guys, because I didn't really know what I was doing last night either, to be honest, but I just was playing with this and I thought I'd show you. So I'm going to give that a bit more of a pinky tinge to it, and I might even, I've got my which one's these ones? No, that's not the right ones. Bubble Bath, is Bubble Bath in that one? No, maybe it's these ones. Bubble Bath might be in here. So I actually purchased the new markers. So Stampin' Up have just recently changed their markers. The tip on the end is a little bit different for journaling. So it is actually much more finer and kind of doesn't. The older tip, sometimes you had to hold it a certain way for it to write. Well, that's what I found. But that tip's actually really nice. And then they haven't changed the other end. We still have kind of the brush tip end as well. So I'm just going to use that brush tip end. And I'm going to actually, just these little stringy bits, I'll just colour them in just so they look really pink. Oh, one of my picnic blankets broke off. That's all right. But I tell you what, yeah, the headache last night come on really strong because I even didn't clean my this stamp properly. I left it, and this morning when I noticed it, I went, oh no. Hey Fiona, how are you? Nice you could join me. Yeah, so yeah, I even left one of my, which is very unusual of me. So, well, I thought I'll put that there. And then I was chopping out some, I did actually chop out that there, which I thought I might put on there. But I don't think I have any pink glasses, so we'll have another go of that. So I will grab my, well, we'll stamp them all up and then I'll cut them all out in my embossing, in my cut and emboss machine. Wait a second. Okay, so we've got that. We need some glasses and we're going to put probably some flowers on the table. All right, so I'll grab my cardstock, and where did I put that? Here. I just will use the Stampin' Pierce mat, the foam mat, just because I am using these stamp sets are actually, this stamp set's photopolymer, so it is nice to stamp on a little bit of foam. And I just looked over, and because of all my internet fun, I have a cup of tea there now that's gone cold, I think. I'm going to have a little sip of it and just investigate whether I still can drink it. Okay, so we've got our glass, and then on another block here we can, that fills in. Actually, we'll try that one on that one. That's quite big for that one actually, and we'll do that little one on there. So that's all the things we need for our glasses. I'm going to do 2 glasses. So now what I've done with this, both these ones here, these are actually, and it was Patty Bennett I actually noticed who did this, which I thought was a really cool idea. So the glass jar is actually stamped out in balmy blue. So the balmy blue, and then I coloured with whatever colour you'd like to colour with. So we've got a bit of pink lemonade and yellow lemonade. I have put some lemons in there, but I think I needed to do those lemon slices in a different colour. And then there is another, actually, so there's a stamp that colours it, and then there's a stamp that actually fills in the top part there. So using that balmy blue, and I will show you, gives it kind of that glass effect. So I'll put that one over there, and I'll show you, actually I'll show you with these glasses. So first off we do the outer in our balmy blue, like that. Just make sure, I found a little bit yesterday when I was doing it, sometimes I put my images a little bit too close, and when you go to cut them, when you go to die cut them out, you chop into one a little bit. Okay, so we'll leave that one open, and then we'll get our bubble bath. And we'll do, these are really cool. So these are 2-step stamps, which is super cool. If you see ones that are called, if they say in the catalogue or on the website that they're 2-step, that means that they have an image and then you can colour it in with your stamp as opposed to colouring in with other colouring tools. Because not all of us want to colour all the time. Sometimes you don't want to colour at all. Sometimes you feel like colouring, and other times you don't. So then this is just the top part of the glass, and I find this one you stamp off. When I was actually watching, I think I did that one the wrong way actually, but you didn't notice. When I was watching Patty Bennett, she stamped off with this colour. So there you go. There's our couple of our glasses. So we will die cut those out. I'll just give these ones a clean. Now I am using my Stampin' scrub. This is good. You usually always see me use my chamois, but so occasionally I will get my Stampin' scrub out, and especially because I did not look after my stamps yet last night when I took off to bed. So I'm giving these ones a little bit of extra care. It's a Stampin' mist that you can buy. It comes in quite a big one, and I just fill it into a littler one. I had a littler one from many, many years ago, but any kind of little bottle, I would just use it, like pour it out of the bigger bottle. Okay, so now we'll try and grab this cut and emboss machine, and I'll try and put it on this desk. Let's see how we go. Okay. Okay, and flowers behind. Okay, so now I do have a magnetic plate that Stampin' Up don't sell, but I love my magnetic plate, so I will not go without it. So that is one plate that you will not, if you buy this machine, you don't get that plate. But I actually bought that plate in Spotlight, I'll be honest. But all the other plates come with it and work well. And you don't have to have, a lot of people are fine without the magnetic plate. So you don't have to have the magnetic. Now, hopefully I have given these enough room because there is 2 glasses. So I love when Stampin' Up give you 2 dies of something that you usually would let use together. So they've got 2 leaves, 2 lemons, 2 cups. Now the other thing I'm going to show you too is this one here. I always stamp and die cut images out afterwards. This one here, this branch thing with the flower, I've found that this one, you actually need to, I reckon you need to die cut this one first. Yesterday I couldn't win with it until I actually die cut it out first. So we'll put these ones through. My machine needs a little bit of a clean when I look at it in the camera. Alright, so that's that. I love this new colour, Bubble Bath, and I actually love it with Balmy Blue. It makes these glasses look really pretty with it. So we'll take that one off. Now I'm going to sip that cup of tea, like I said. Just warm, just cold, really. Okay, so we've got that one there. So I've got my, my picnic blanket that I keep pressing the tassels. I'm going to break the tassels before we're even finished. We've got that one, and then we'll put our 2 glasses on the picnic blanket. And then we might actually, we're not going to put lemons on this one, but we might actually just lay some flowers maybe just underneath that. So I'm going to show you what I mean about this die here. Well, what I've found with it. So get this piece in here, and so I die cut it out first, and then we'll grab our, so this is the little branch, whatever you want to call it, and I do that in some Granny Apple, and again I'm going to stamp off so it's not as dark, so just stamp off, and then on top of that piece there, keeping an eye on this end, so I'm going to line up the end part and just stamp that on. I don't know why, but I just could not get the flowers to line up doing it the other way, like stamping first. So I thought, right, this one I'm going to die cut first. And it might just be me. So that's that there, and then you have the one that colours it in, and the outer of the flowers. And I'm going to do this one in, we might do this one in Berry Burst, if I can find where I put my Berry Burst. Oh, here it is. That's quite dark. Actually, yeah, no, Berry Burst is in there. Yeah, we'll do Berry Burst, but we'll do it, again, we'll use the lighter one to colour in. So we'll do the outer in full strength. So then I just line up again this bottom flower here with my bottom flower there. Flower, flower, flower. And you can hold that then, and there we go. My flower, I just seem to be able to get it to work that way. So that's that one. This also has little water drops for the wet side, and then to dry it has the umbrella. It smells nice too. Okay. And then we will colour them in, so I will stamp that, I will stamp off, and then I again lining up that bottom flower and the rest should just work. There we go, that looks pretty. But God forbid could I get it to do it the other way, because I couldn't. Alright, so we'll give that one a clean again. Has anyone else got this set? And how did they go with the die? How did you find the die? I might have just been having a moment yesterday, but I decided to do it this way anyway. Okay, so we've got that. So then on our, back to our card here, we're just going to figure out how this will be and if we want it on the table, actually, because we might not. I might not want it. Yeah, I might actually, I think I'm going to lose that little bit at the end. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm actually going to cut that off. After all that, I don't want that piece. Yeah, I think that'll be fine, just like that, with my two glasses. And then we need a sentiment for this one, so we might do happiest birthday, yeah, or thank you kindly. Yeah, I think happy. No, I'm going to do a happiest birthday. So we will mount that one up, and then I might do it on some white. And I'm going to use basic grey. I like using basic grey as opposed to Memento black sometimes. I think especially with these new colours. Just like that. I'm just trying to think where this is going to go. You know what? I think I'm going to stamp directly onto the paper. Right here. I don't want to add anything more to this. I'm going to actually just stamp onto the designer series paper like that. Happiest birthday. Yep. Because I don't actually want it to stand out much more than that. Alright, so let's stick this all together. And then we'll get on to the second card. Because I have a little trick to show you with the other one. We're going to make our own mask. Okay, so we'll glue that one, we'll use some, oops, like that. It's a beautiful day today. You know what? I think I'm going to use some Winker Stella on that just quickly. I feel like we want a bit of bling. Let's bling it up a little bit. I love my Winker Stella pen. So that's just going to put the ever such slight shimmer on that blanket. I have a blanket that has shimmer in it. It's actually kind of like an apricot colour, mine. Pinky apricot. Similar, I guess. There we go. So that's just given that just the slightest little bit of shimmer. And then we might mount that one up with some dimensionals. I found a whole heap of dimensionals too from when I was doing some cards for last Christmas. So I stuck them back in. I did a little bit of a tidy up today, that's for sure. Started to try and get a little bit of a box happening because we are having a team retreat, so which is the first team retreat that I've actually held with my team, and we're holding it with actual, like, our grader team. So there's actually 3 teams within one team, so it's going to be a really nice day. So and yeah, so I've been getting a little bit organised for that as well. This one, and that might just be just off the top. And then we might just, yeah, we'll put some dimensionals on that one as well. And then we'll glue the bottom. So we'll put some on the top like this, and then we will glue the bottom that will go on the picnic blanket. Picnic blanket makes me think of Yogi Bear. I love Yogi Bear. I forgot about my flowers. Hang on in a minute. We need those in there. There we go. Okay, and then we need our glasses, which they go, yeah, we'll put a dimensional on that one too, because it is, whoop, I just stuck my dimensional on the wrong end, on the table first and then on the bottom instead of the top. Okay. And my nose now. Look at that. And then my second one, again, a dimensional at the top. Glue at the bottom. There we go. All right. It's a little bit different, isn't it, that card? And then we will do some bling. Oh, my nose, honestly. That could have been my headache last night as well. Okay. Now, I'm just looking at my dimensional colours. So many to choose from. These are the Tinsel Gems 3-pack. This colour looks really nice. Hang on a minute. Pull that all out, and we'll use these ones here. And I thought, what, seeing as though I didn't put that, mount that sentiment up, I'm actually going to just actually highlight that with my dimensionals. There we go. Now that's playing up a little bit and wants to sit up, so I'm going to grab a glue dot and just stick it under there. My fault. I probably just didn't put them. Didn't ooze out. I'll show you. Which is I grab. So when I buy these the photopolymer stamp set, obviously all the stamps come on a sheet like that, and if you look at that, you can actually see where it's all been stuck on there. So I keep them. There's a plasticky kind of one over the top, but I keep the bottom one. There's like a window sheet. So what I'm going to do is, out of the sweet citrus, or you can do this with any dies. So I'm going to use my dies and turn it into a mask. I'm going to create my own mask. So I've got those two dies there, and I'm going to grab my cut and emboss machine out. So we'll do that. Just move some things out of the way again. So we'll get rid of them ones. Grab my cut and emboss machine. So I'm just going to put that on there, and then probably don't need to use all of this. I might just use probably like that. So we'll grab my top one and we'll just chop that, and that's going to create my mask. So we'll just like that. So we'll just pop them out now. You can hardly see what I'm doing, but probably should have run it through the machine twice. It's a little bit. Yeah, I probably should have ran that through the machine twice. we'll persevere and we'll just I could have actually just put it back in. Actually, the dies would have sat right back into them holes again, but that's all right. We'll get them out. It's only hanging on there, but once you've made this, I'm going to actually keep this in this die set, and it will be something. It will be a little mask that I can use when I use that stamp set or dies. And I've made this look ever so awkward. It's not awkward. It's not awkward. I should have just done it again. Shouldn't I, guys? Okay, I've had enough. I'm going to do it again. Because that was silly. It was even wrecking my petals on my flowers. I will just do it again and it will cut out fine. Okay. So I've actually ran that through now probably 3 times. Still hanging on in some spots. So the only other thing I can suggest is not using the magnetic plate. So actually go with the proper plates that Stampin' Up recommend for this, and it probably will cut through fine, because the magnetic plate that I actually have in there is soft. So sometimes the dies squish into it. So in the event of me having trouble, I just revert back to how I'm supposed to use it. One more. But it is worth it. I'm just going to chuck these away, because you'll have your very own mask in here. Oops. Okay, so there's our mask. Not that you can see that, but it'll make sense in a second. So then we're going to grab some white cardstock. So I'm going to actually use, for this card, basic white, lemon lolly and Lost Lagoon, so some of the new colours. So we're going to do a base of Lost Lagoon. So my base will be 14.8, and then I just fold that one in half. And then I'm going to have a piece of, I have used so much of this lemon lolly, I love it. So we'll cut this one in at 14.8. In fact, I need to order some more. I like it. And then we're going to cut this one at 10 centimetres by 14.4. Now I'm just going to check whether I like that layer. Yep, that's good. And then we're going to have a white piece, which we will do our masking on. And I always cut it at the 14.8. because that gives me a card base. And then I'll chop the other piece up. So we'll chop this piece up at 9.5 and 13.9. Okay. Like that. All right, so we'll put them to a side. So that's our layers. So we're going to just work with this one at the moment because we're going to do a bit of masking. So we're going to do some masking with some lemon lolly. And I just want to do a little, really light. Like that. There we go. So that's that. And then on top of that, it will just, that I don't have a cloth. So if you just wipe that off, then like I say, you've got that mask to use again. So that's that. And then we've got, I want to use some of my lemons, obviously. So we've got some of these lemon, the glasses, and I chopped some lemons out. Now with these lemons, I just kind of squish them a little bit, and actually so we got that. We're going to have our glass there. I think it's a little bit washed out. I'm just thinking, I'll get some glue here. I'm thinking what else I could do with it. Thinky. I'm actually thinking I might need something more. I might do some more masking on the bottom. I actually got the masks the other day I got the masks the other day. And I think, so these are the masks that you can actually buy out of the catalogue, the 4 square decorative masks. And I think in here there actually is a kind of square one. Oh, there's that square one, but there's that one as well. That one, or no, I think I want that one. Yeah. I might put this down the bottom here. Yeah, hang on. Now I'm going to grab some Lost Lagoon. Like that. I don't know if this is going to work, guys, but we'll give it a go. Okay. It's just going to give me something for the jug and that to sit on. That's the plan anyway, and we shall see. There we go, and we've got our little bunch of lemons, which I think can actually, that's better, that can go there. Get my other leaf out of here. Oh, I actually did the leaves in either white or the lemon lime twist cardstock, so that could go there. Well, I've got some lemon lolly ribbon that might work on this. That's nice. We'll chop that and we'll make a bow out of this. Oops. Pretty ribbon. It's got like a nice little silver trim to it. Put that in the bin there. In a fashion. So that might go along here. Yeah, I think we're winning, and then we get a sentiment up there. I've got to think of a sentiment. Well, I might have a thank you this time. I'm going to leave that out with my other masks to clean them, and we'll close that up. Okay, all right, so we will glue these ones on. So I'm actually going to glue all of these. I don't want them standing up, like a, sorry, on dimensionals. I'm actually going to put these to the bottom here and arrange them like that, and then we'll put a glue dot on that one because that seems to work on those little pieces. Totally missed that. Take two. Got it this time. There we go. And then we'll put that ribbon on with just a bit of tear and tape. So that mask kind of looks like a looks like a tablecloth. Got some feet stomping around. Okay, there we go. And then we want our ribbon, which I think just can go like that. I'm just going to chop that one up a bit. Trim that one up a bit, chomp it, and we'll put that one on a glue dot as well. Pretty. I love this lemon lolly colour, even the ribbon is so pretty in it. Okay, So then we will mount that one to there, and we will think about a sentiment as I do that. But I'm thinking I'm just going to stamp right onto it again with that grey, with my basic grey, possibly. Now I might just, I always decide to do this at the end, just a couple of glue dots. It's starting to get dark in my room. I might just, oh sorry, I'm nearly finished. I was going to shut my shutter, but it will be very noisy, so I will wait and turn my light on. So that's that there. We didn't need our flowers. No, flowers I can use another card. Now what did I want to do? Oh, we need the sentiment that says thank you kindly. So we'll put that one down like that, and we'll grab a block over here. And that was not straight, so we'll just take 2 on that one. My blocks need cleaning, and I might even just do that thank you kindly right there. Yep. We'll grab some basic grey, and we'll hope for the best. Have a test. And I've got just a little bit of a mark there for some glue or something, so that just covers up nicely. So there we go, and I will get some bling for that one. And I know just what bling I'm using because it is my favourite little packet here, the adhesive back solid gems. I think I use them all the time. It's because it has that lemon lolly in it. Now I need to, when this gets a little bit too dirty, you pull your putty off and you just turn this, take your pick tool, these are awesome. You just turn it a little bit and it will ooze out. If you turn it too much, you just got to be patient and wait because that's oozing out just enough. So then we can go back to it actually sticking and holding. So I might put one there. We'll use some different sizes. One there, a little one up there, and another one down here, and one more little one down there. There we go. All right. And there's my second card. So I really didn't use any of my other stuff, but I might get to do some craft again tomorrow. Might sneak in a couple of hours of craft again tomorrow. So I might do those other ones that I've been thinking of too, and I'll try and remember and post a photo. But there we go. Turn that light around a little bit because it is quite dark. There's my 2 cards with this So Refreshing photopolymer step and dies. You need those dies to go with it too, but the dies are pretty cool. I've hardly used many in the pack. They actually have a jug too that you could use to cut out designer series paper, like cut out paper that is already coloured, which would work well as well. So there you go. Well, thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you for putting up with me. I think my lemons need to be darker too. Yeah, they're a bit washed out. I would recommend doing them on it would have worked out better to do the lemon lolly ink on the lemon lolly cardstock. That would make some really beautiful lemons. Yeah, but there we go. And I actually would have even used the lemons to do a mask. Oh, but I don't think they wouldn't look like lemons really, come to think of it. Yeah, but think about that mask idea. I reckon you could use all different kinds of dyes. yeah, I reckon you could use all different kind of dies. Anyway, give it a go, and if you'd like to share it, I'd love to see you share it. Either comment on this post on my page, or if you're part of my team, be sure to post it in our group. All right, well, I shall get going and get ready for my Mario Kart racing. Catch us later. Bye.